Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Report. Wow, how sweet it is to wake up this morning with being division champs in the NFC East and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. I mean, Christmas came early, right? We still have 2 games left, and it'll be interesting to see how the Dallas Cowboys take those 2 games, if they're going to end up starting to rest people, if they'll play Tony Romo, or what they'll do. I, for one, am in the camp of you don't change up. You still need to play games and game plan for them, so that way when the playoffs are there, you're not having that to knock that rust off. You keep playing just like that game matters. Now, what's interesting to me is I'm watching the Eagles, and thank you, Eagles, for giving us an early Christmas present. But I'm watching the Eagles game, and after it, the post-game show, they are praising Carson Wentz to high heaven. And I'm kind of mystified because he was 13 of 24. He got knocked out of the game, came back, had 1 TD and 1 interception. Can you imagine if Dak Prescott had a game like that? Seriously. Dak Prescott, they would be talking about, oh, he's a rookie, he's terrible, this, that, and the other. I mean, we're sitting here watching him. They're talking about his scrambling ability. And he did. He was running all over the place, getting away from guys, defenders, boom, 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 and then threw an interception. And I'm kind of like, okay, so he's getting praised for that, scrambling around and then throwing a pick. Okay. Another one they're talking about, oh man, his scrambling ability, he's running around, he's getting upfield, and he fumbles. So I'm trying to understand where he's getting praised for a bad performance and they won. Dak Prescott, if he had that same game, would be crucified. And they'd be calling for Tony Romo. I mean, we're talking about a guy who had 11-game win streak, yet people were calling for him to be benched. Now, he only has 4 interceptions. Russell Wilson had 5 interceptions in 1 game. So my question is, who would you rather have for a quarterback? Eli Manning, with 2 Super Bowl rings? Carson Wentz, who they praised to high heaven last night? Or Dak Prescott? Now, one thing I always try and do when I tell you guys something is, I like to at least have numbers or facts behind me to back up my argument. When you look at the numbers and the season that Dak Prescott has had, he doesn't get the credit for it. You can dare say that right now, Odell Beckham is better than Dez Bryant. So he's got a great receiver to throw to, although he doesn't really hit anybody else. But he's only averaging 6.74 yards per completion. 63% completion rate. 26 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. He's got 3,800 yards on the season and 7 fumbles, with his QBR being 86.2. Carson Wentz, another rookie, and again, he's got a terrible team around him, so that's part of the problem, is 62% completion rate, averaging 6.27 yards per completion. That, my friends, is dinking and dunking, by the way. 14 TD passes and 14 interceptions and 13 fumbles with a 78.2 rating. Definitely a rookie. We look at Dak. His completion percentage, higher than both of them, 67%. He's thrown for 3,418 yards, only 400 less than Eli. He's thrown 20 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's had 9 fumbles, 5 that he lost, for a 103.2 rating. Yet, people talk about him like he is just, as Jerry would say, the bus driver. He's only winning because they've got the offensive line and Zeke Elliott. Well, I've got another counter to that whole it's all the running back argument that I'll put up as a video later. So I just don't understand the double standard, and maybe you guys have some input that can tell me why it is that Carson Wentz gets praised in a bad performance game that they won, Dak Prescott would get killed in that. If you guys can let me know what the difference is, I'd appreciate it. So as always, guys, if I don't see you before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. If not, I'll see you here soon. Have a great day.